Before there was Skyrim, there was this masterpiece, Oblivion! The game of my childhood, and God, that's really bloody loud. Okay, so, Oblivion, Elder Scrolls IV. I love this game. It is my favourite Elder Scrolls game, and I have thousands of hours over dozens of characters, maybe even hundreds of characters, because this is the only game that I had on the Xbox 360 growing up. Well, I came from a pretty poor background, and this is what I had. And I love it. I went back and played Morrowind, and I loved that. And I went and played Skyrim, and I loved that. And it was very much a relationship that... Oblivion. Anyway, this is sort of an episode 0 that I'm doing here. I want to sort of explain what's going to be happening. And that is a sort of a roleplay experience. I have a character in mind that I'm going to be doing. It's been very heavily inspired by 2 Let's Players that I watched growing up, both of whom I will blame for my poor performance on my GCSE exams back in the day, because rather than revise for my exams, I was watching the adventures of a Variax, doing the Knights of the Nine DLC mostly, and a Squeeper, whose Oblivion Let's Play went from like a happy-go-lucky thief just stealing all the things to a friggin' Dark Brotherhood conspiracy with shadow scales, and oh god, it was amazing. And so these 2 guys are like, I actually tried to get them into a D&D thing when I was like 15. And I was like, hey, I can do D&D, and they were like, oh, maybe. And I realized that I was an absolute fanboy and probably worried both of them. Although Variax is still on my Steam list. He's a pretty cool guy, and you know, I love these games, and those guys really did make a lot of good memories for me, and I really got invested in the stories of their characters, and I always wanted to do it myself, and now I'm nearly 25, 10 years on. I can finally do it. I have my own place. I have a good computer. I have made a hideous Frankenstein abomination of modded Oblivion here, trying to be a little bit more vanilla than their Let's Plays, but I did it anyway. So please tune in next time, and I will introduce you to the character I'm going to play, but I won't say their name just yet. But I think you'll find them a little bit different to your usual Let's Play. This is going to be quite a long and drawn-out affair. It's going to be revolving around my 60-hour work week, so there may be delays from time to time, but this is just to be a hobby for me. I hope you enjoy this journey through the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion with me.